Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video where I show you different items I pick up really cheap thrifting and garage selling, and then I resell them online either on eBay or locally with Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for bigger items I don't want to ship out. Anyway, this week starts off with a couple of local sales, so let me show them to you first. Alright, so the week starts off with a couple of local sales. So the first one here, I got to meet a lady at a McDonald's for this dresser that I got. I think it was at Salvation Army for $20 if I remember right. And anyway, she's gonna buy it for $45, and I hope she shows up because I never got we agreed on a time and then I never really got verification after that. So I'm just gonna go over and hope that she shows up. So there'd be a $25 profit, which is okay. It took a little while to sell. I was hoping to get more, but whatever. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff right now. Okay, second one. Then after that, I gotta go meet a guy at a gas station to buy this kid's bike. Got it at a garage sale this weekend on Saturday, I think it was. Paid 10 bucks for it. It's a Pacific. This is part of my experiment of trying a cheap bike versus a good bike on, for kids. The last kid's bike I sold was a Trek I got for 5 bucks, and it sold for $35, I think. And then I wanted to test like one of these cheapo kind of Walmart style bikes to see if maybe they would sell for the same amount, and they do. So I paid $10 in this, and it is going to sell for, I'm trying to remember if it's 30 or 35. So I'm thinking people around here don't really care about the brand. They're just looking for a good deal on a bike. So if I find kids bikes for $10 or less in good condition, I'll probably buy them for quick flips, at least this time of year. So hopefully it's the full 35, and I'll get a $25 profit on that as well. Alright, so that little 4-drawer dresser did sell for $45, so I made $25 on it because I paid $20. And they said it would just barely fit in their car when they took measurements, and they were right. We just barely got it to kind of sit in their trunk, and they had the bungee cord around it. It was hanging out like crazy when they drove away, but I guess it worked. Okay, then after that, because I met them at McDonald's, then I drove over to the gas station, and I met the guy for that little kid's green bike. He said his son outgrew a 16-inch bike, wanted a 20-inch bike, and this was perfect. It was a good deal. I guess his kid likes green or whatever. So it worked out great. So I'm still thinking that at least here in this area, people don't necessarily care about the brand for at least kids' bikes on, well, they kind of don't care about brand on the bigger bikes either. It's just, I don't know, it's just not a very big biking type area. But my cheapo Walmart bike sold just as much as my nice Trek bike I had. So as long as I can find them in good condition for like $10 or less, I'll buy them because I can make at least 25 bucks on them. Okay, so I had 2 eBay sales, so let me show them to you real quick. Speaking of bikes, the first one here is a vintage bike rack. This is a Pletcher, don't remember what it's called, the Pletcher made by Switzerland. And that's pretty cool. They call this the, I don't remember how it works now, the rat trap style or something. Somehow it's spring-loaded, but I don't remember how it works. Well, anyway, it's spring-loaded, so it like kind of holds on to whatever you're carrying. And I got this on the back of a bike that I bought at Salvation Army last year. I bought the whole bike for, I think, $15. I sold the bike. I think it was an old Schwinn. I think I sold it for around $50 or $60, and I took this off because I realized it had value. So I had this listed for a long time at around like 20 bucks. I'm considering it free because it was a takeoff. It would not sell at $20. I finally, this past week or two, I dropped it down to $12.95, and that's what it took. Someone bought it. So they paid $12.95 plus $10.28 shipping, which I believe is a total of $23.23. I probably could have went like $24.95 and it would have sold with free shipping, and it would have sold, but I didn't realize it at the time. But I'm glad that it's finally gone. Also, I had a box that fit perfectly because I had bought a bigger rack for my bike when I carry mail to the post office every once in a while on my bike. And I bought my own rack. When it come in, I was like, hey, that's perfect for this thing. So I've had it in that box for a long time. Okay, second item that sold is this right here. It's going to be hard to see. I might have to show a picture. This is that Lego set, number 3817. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, some type of pirate boat or something. And I got this at a garage sale for $1. I thought if it was still had the box, it goes for like 30, 35 bucks, something like that, around 30. I was trying to sell it at like $27.95 or something like that with shipping, and it didn't go. I finally dropped it down to $23.95 and it sold. So it went for $23.95 plus $6.70 shipping, which is a total of $30.65. So I might have got away with like maybe a $32.95 free shipping, $31.95 free shipping. Got a little bit more money out of it. I'm just happy it sold. It goes in this box. It'd be really, really easy to ship out. But that is the sales so far this week. So if any more happen, I'll drop them in this video. Well, as I was preparing those boxes for labels to get shipped out, I sold another item. I've had this listed for a long time. It's a pretty interesting sale. So this book is called A Child's History of Art by V.M. Miller, I think. No, V.M. Hillier and E.G. Huey or something like that. Anyways, it's an old book from 1933. No, 1933, but this is the edition from 1951. But it's kind of cool. It's just got, you know, printouts of old paintings and things like that, some sculpture, things like that. Okay, so this is not in the greatest condition. You can see it has tape on the edges. It was actually part of a public library, or it might have been a school library. Yeah, no, public library. Okay. But anyway, this book has serious value if you can find one in good condition. I just got it at a garage sale. I walked up, they didn't have anything good. I just happened to look in one of their boxes out by the sidewalk that was marked free, and this book was just laying in there. And I thought, okay, old book, you know, for free, I'll bring it home, see if it has any value. So I just grabbed it and went on my day, you know, did the rest of the garage selling. Come home, I research it, and there was, I don't think there was any on eBay, but someone had one listed on Amazon, and they were wanting $300 for it. I was like, whoa, okay, that's awesome. Of course, theirs was in great condition. You could read all of it. There was no tape on it. It wasn't this worn out. It didn't have all the public library stuff on there. So I realized it had some value. So then there might have then been one on eBay after that, and they were getting 100. I don't know. It might have been Amazon too. It was like $100 and something. So I was like, wow, okay, this thing's worth some serious money. So I figured with mine being in terrible condition, or not terrible, but just not near as good a condition as that one, maybe, you know, if they're trying to ask $300 on Amazon, maybe I could ask $100 or $80 or something like that, and someone would want to pay it. So I had it listed like that for a while, and no response. I had a couple people offering about, I don't know, $50, and I was like, well, I'm holding out. I'm not going to do that. Well, all that passed. Those people went on, moved on. I've dropped the price. Had it all the way down now. I had it for the longest time at about $50 free shipping and nothing. So then I dropped it down to $29.95, and it was there for a while, and then it finally just now sold. And that's with free shipping, but I will do media mail to send out a book. It won't cost that much. It'll be $3 or $4, something like that. So I'll end up making over $20 on it when it's all said and done. I should have took one of those $50 offers when they happened 5 months ago or whenever it was. But, oh well, lesson learned. But that's pretty cool. If you ever find this book, A Child's History of Art, it looks like this, but it would just be green, not the black tape. It could be worth some serious money. So I'm going to get that packed up and ready to ship out with the rest of the items. Alright, so I just had another eBay sale today. It's this shirt right here. Kind of interesting. Found it at a garage sale. And you probably can't read this, but it is the Kenny Rogers Western Collection by Carmen. It's a pearl snap shirt. I'll open it up a little bit. Real nice color, kind of a deep, rich blue with beige, blue and yellow, and then it has this detailing on the shoulders there, and then the pearl snaps are purple. Pretty cool shirt. I think I paid $2 or $3 at the garage sale. I think it was only $2, and I really thought this one was going to sell for a lot more money, but I've dropped the price just to get rid of clothing, so it went pretty cheap. I thought this was about a $35 to $40 shirt. And I had it up that high, and it had a couple of watchers and then nothing for like a long time. So I finally, a couple weeks ago, dropped it down to $19.95 with free shipping, and it just sold today. Alright, so I paid $2. That'll bring me down to $17.95. Shipping is almost always about $3.50 to send a shirt about this weight. So that would bring me down, after fees and all that, I'll probably make like $12 on it, something like that. So it's okay. You know, it's not too bad. So anyway, it'd be real easy to ship out. Now also I had a local sale that I'm just about to take over and sell, so let me show that to you real quick too. Alright, so here is that local sale. It's the really cool trunk I picked up over the weekend. I think it was on Saturday at a guy's garage sale. He had really cool stuff there. And I was one of the first people to show up. I was there about 10 minutes before he opened, and there was already several people walking around looking at stuff in his yard. Okay, so this thing's pretty cool. It's wood with metal like details and clasps and, you know, supports and all that on the corners. Just really cool details. I had several people contact me just to say they thought it looked really cool. Not that they're interested in buying it, they just thought it was really interesting. So I paid $25 for it, and I knew this one would go for good money. The last one that was really old like this, it was a little bit bigger. I think it sold for $100 or somewhere around there. So this one I listed at $85, and there's a lady interested in it. So I got to go take it over to her at the gas station, and if she buys it, that would be a $60 profit. So that's a really good flip on this. Well, that lady did not buy the trunk last night. I took it over to the gas station. She checked it out. It was just too small. She wanted to use it for her photography studio, for people to sit on it. It was just too low to the ground. She offered me $60 on it, which I would have been making some money, but I know there's other people interested in it. I want to hold out on that one and get some more out of it, because it's a really cool trunk. It's only the second one I found that's that cool. So I held on to it. Okay, I did have a couple of eBay sales. I also found some stuff thrifting, but I need to mail these off in the next 20 minutes. So let me just show these to you real quick. So the first sale here is a Patagonia plaid shirt. I'm sure it's made well, but it did not go for near the money I thought it was going to go for. I got it at Goodwill for $3.50. Saw Patagonia, I was like, wow, okay, cool. You know, I know they make great jackets and like outdoor wear, things like that. I sold a jacket a while back. It was like a rain jacket, and the interior, the waterproofing was just starting to peel and shred off. It was in pretty bad shape. It looked okay on the outside. The inside was terrible. And I got it for $1.75 at a rummage sale, and it sold for like $42 or something like that pretty quickly too, within a couple of days. I was surprised. So when I saw the shirt, I thought it was going to go for a lot more. Pay $3.50, sell it for maybe like 30 bucks, 25, 35, somewhere in that area. It didn't happen. I kept dropping the price, dropping the price. I finally had it down to $10.95, and it sold, plus shipping. So they paid $10.95 plus $3.75 shipping, which is $14.70 total. And like I said, I paid $3.50. That's off of that $10.95. So after fees and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna make like $5, $6 on it, something like that. So not very good, but at least I got rid of it. I got a few dollars, and maybe I'll get some feedback off of it. Okay, the second sale I had was really good. I'm not going to take it out all the way, so I'll have to show a picture, but this is a Game Boy Advance. It might be Game Boy Advance SP, because that's what the case says. There's two cases. There's one Game Boy, one power cord, and then a whole bunch of games. There's like 25 or 26 games. I bought them at a garage sale a few weeks back, maybe three or I don't think it's quite a month. I think it might have been about 3 weeks ago. The system was $10. All the games were $5. I tried to talk them down from that, and she wouldn't budge, so I just went ahead and paid it. And anyway, I was going to split it all up, but I just decided to sell as one big lot. If I'm losing money, oh well, because it's still a great flip. And I listed it for $94.95 of free shipping, and it sold. So I had 15 in it. Sold for $94.95. That brings me down to $80. I will be paying shipping, but I'm using a flat rate bubble mailer, which is I think $7.20, but the eBay discount's like $6.90 or something. It's just under $7. So got 15 and 7. We'll say I'm 22 in it off of $95. That's a really good flip. Plus I'll pay a few fees, so that would be 60, upper 60s I think in profit, which is pretty good. So I need to go ahead and mail these off. When I get back, I will show you the couple items I picked up thrifting. Okay, so I went to the post office, dropped off the stuff, and then now I want to show you the things I got thrifting today. I hit up Goodwill and Salvation Army. There was nothing good at Goodwill. I haven't found anything decent there in a while. It's pretty slow. I've also, this is kind of funny, I've noticed a lot of stuff showing up at Goodwill that I've seen at yard sales, and of course they have it priced more than what I passed on. So that's just kind of interesting that I'm actually seeing things that I saw out in the wild, and now they're at Goodwill. Okay, so then when I went to Salvation Army, they had a few things there that were pretty good, so I grabbed them. All right, so the first things here are these ink cartridges. This is a full set, I believe. You got the yellow, pink, blue, and black. They had two sets. The other set was only colors, not black. And I've definitely learned my lesson that black ink sells way faster than color, but if you have them all together, it should still be a pretty good sale. As you can see, they're all individually priced at $1.50. They are all still new, unopened. They're not too terribly out of date. These three, so the black, yellow, pink are all 2017, October, March, and April. And then blue is from April 2018, so that's still good enough. People buy that. Okay, so I have $6 total because they're $1.50 each. I looked them up. The blue, pink, and yellow all go for like $6 to $7. It's not like this huge flip, but you know, it's a decent return on $1.50. The black one, however, Sells for about $10 plus shipping, so maybe in that $12 to $13 range, something like that. So if these three go for about 6 to 7 each, that's about $20. And then this one goes for about $10 plus shipping. So we're talking $30, $32, $33, something like that for all these. So I might be able to ask like a $32.95 free shipping, maybe even $34.95 free shipping, or do maybe a $27.95, somewhere around there plus shipping. I just haven't quite decided, but I'll get somewhere around 30s where I think they will go. So that was kind of on the edge of the electronics section, and then I walked around to where they had the actual electronics, and I saw this. I had to grab it. This is another one of those AT&T microcells. I'll have to clean it up a little bit, but it seems to be in good condition. The problem is that I did not see the power cable for it that you plug into the wall. I've sold them before with that, and when you can plug them in, it lights up, and you can at least tell if it's working or not. This one I have no way to test it whatsoever, so I will definitely have to sell it as for, what do they call it, for parts or not working or something like that. But basically, you know, you just sell it as is. You can't prove that it works or not. And it was $5. It's the 3G version. They might make a 4G. I'm not sure. The last one I sold was this version though. The what is it? The DPH153AT. They also make a DPH154AT. Okay. Anyway, for $5, I think I can turn this around for maybe 20 plus shipping, 25 plus shipping, maybe 30 to 35 free shipping, somewhere around there. So probably upper 20s, something like that. So I think that's pretty decent for $5. So then I walked around, I looked at the rest of the store. No good bikes. One kid's bike I kind of considered. They were asking 20 on it though, and it might sell for 35, 40, but it needed work on the brakes. I didn't want to bring it home and maybe not get the brakes to work, and then I wasted my 20 bucks. Or if I did, then I waste all my time to maybe make 15, 20 bucks. I looked at furniture, nothing good there except for one particle board dresser. I normally never ever buy particle board unless it's really nice condition, and this one was kind of rough. And they were asking 25 bucks. I don't think it would have been worth it. I probably still could have flipped it, but maybe like $35, $40. So I didn't want to have to go through the whole ordeal of bringing that thing home, unloading it by myself to maybe make 10 bucks on it. A little tiny, you know, side table I get for 5 and sell for 15, that's a great flip for 10 bucks. But a huge dresser that's may not sell because of its condition, I'm not going to do $10, you know, a $10 profit on that. So I also looked at the bag section. Of course, nothing good there. So I left. I went to the cash register. Behind the little cash register section, they have items. They're nice items. Sometimes they're on auction. Sometimes they're for sale. And I saw these sitting there. And of course, they're on the box that says Justin, so I knew they were good immediately. And they're snakeskin. I think that's Python. All right. They looked a little small to me, so I wanted to kind of check them out. So I asked if they were for sale or if they were on auction. She said, yeah, they're for sale. I said, well, how much are they? So she picked it up and looked. $15. I'm immediately thinking, ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's good. Let me just look a little further. So I said, well, can I check one out? Well, sure. So she handed it to me. Of course, it has this thingy in there. That's pretty cool. All right. Then I look in there, and they're really nice condition. Style number 2158. I couldn't find any comps on eBay exactly like this. I'll have to do a little Google search as well. I did look and found some that were similar, just maybe not this exact model, and they were going for pretty good money. The problem, though, is that this is a size 8B, so it's kind of small. It's kind of like teenager size, okay? So I don't know if people are going to spend really good money for their teenagers or not. Maybe they will. I don't know. 8, you know, that would be a pretty small guy's foot, so it's probably more of a big kid's boot. But anyway, for 15 bucks, I decided to go ahead and buy them. The comps I saw, there was one that sold recently that looked, I mean, they looked very similar to this. Just the stitching up here, it was even black with white stitching, but the pattern was a little different. And they sold for $117 with free shipping. They were a size 10.5 though, which would be great for men. Okay, then there's currently a set that looks very similar to this, size 10, I think, and they're going, I think, for $85 or $89. I think it's $85 though, free shipping. So these are probably going to be more around that range, maybe that $80 to $90, maybe even down like $70, $75, something like that. I don't know. I could probably do like a $75 plus shipping or whatever. But no matter what, should still be a good flip. I think because of that size, I should go on the low end and just try to get rid of them quick and be a good flip. Maybe make, you know, $45, $50, $55 profit, something like that. I think it'd be worth it. So anyway, that is the sales and finds of today. So far, it's just Wednesday, so we still have a little bit tonight. I may have a local sale, and then tomorrow, hopefully I'll get some more. And then when Friday rolls around, it's going to be a lot more garage sales popping up, so that will probably be its own video. So anyway, let me go ahead and get back to work. Okay, so now it is Thursday, and I did not have any local sales last night. I probably need to relist everything again on Craigslist. And then what I do on Facebook Marketplace is when you post something, they give you 7 days, then you can relist it again. On Craigslist, you can relist every, I think it's 48 hours. So what I do on Facebook is just open up my listing and then copy and paste all of the text from the listing onto just like a little, you know, notepad thing on my computer. And then I delete the listing, and then I just relist it and just copy and paste all the stuff back in there, reload the pictures. On Facebook, they go really quickly. And then, you know, just pop it back up. So let's say I buy something like Thursday or Friday, and I list it Friday, and then it doesn't sell, and then Saturday it's already getting buried by stuff and it doesn't sell again. By Sunday, I sometimes do that. I'll go ahead and just delete the old listing and relist it again, and sometimes that item will then sell when it's fresh in people's, you know, in front of their faces on Sunday or even Monday. But throughout the week, I sometimes just let them burn so I can move on. Throughout the week, I kind of work on eBay stuff. On the weekend is mostly I kind of deal with the local sales. Okay, so anyway, last night I had some really good overnight eBay sales. So let me show you. All right, so the first one here, I've had these listed for a couple weeks now, and they finally sold. These are women's Harley Davidson boots. I'll just show you one right here. They were in really good condition. They were only worn a few times. I mean, they're in really, really nice shape. They're kind of small, like a size, I think it was a 7 or something like that. I looked them up. They had pretty good value. I got them at a garage sale. It was actually a neighborhood sale, and I was like the first, well, I was probably the second person at this sale. And this lady had some Harley boots, she had Harley jackets, Harley pants, Harley chaps. They had like the whole outfit. I think they were getting out of motorcycles. I think her husband got injured or something. So they were just selling off the stuff. You could tell these were barely worn. She was asking $20. I was trying to get them cheaper. I knew they had good value, but 20 is a little bit of a risk. And anyway, she wouldn't budge, so I paid 20 for them. And then I knew they were probably worth somewhere around 60 to 70, something like that. And I was playing around with the price. I had went up to like $74.95 with free shipping. I went down to like $64 plus shipping, just kind of all over trying to figure it out. I finally put them at, oh, I forgot to write it down actually. Oh, no, yeah, I did. Okay, so I put them down at $69.95 of free shipping, and they finally sold. And they're actually going to an international sale, so I'm not really sure where they're going. I just have to ship them to Kentucky. So free shipping to Kentucky, it won't be too bad. I mean, they're kind of heavy, but they're probably going to be somewhere, they might just be $10, but they could be like $15 to ship. We'll just have to see. But anyway, that's a pretty good sale. So I'm 20 in them. We'll call it 15 to ship. That's 35. They sold for 70. So I'll make a little over 30 bucks profit after fees and all that. That's pretty good. All right. The second sale, or actually the second and the third sale last night are really awesome. Okay. I posted these right before I went to bed last night. I stayed up late trying to get as much stuff as I could listed. I put these up, and when I woke up, they sold already, so that's awesome. So I definitely priced them right. In the last couple of months, I've been trying to price everything, you know, trying to get like the upper end, but now I have so much stuff that I just want it to move, so I definitely went a little under where they probably could have gone. So the first thing that sold is the GameCube Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness game I got just this past Saturday at a garage sale. I think I mentioned it out in the boonies, and in their listing on Facebook they mentioned GameCube games, and you know, immediately I'm thinking ding ding ding, I've sold some of those. They're pretty good. They went, when I showed up, no one had come and bought them. They had a pretty good pile of them, probably 10 games or so, maybe 12. And a lot of them were, they were okay, you know, $6 here, $7 here, and you know, was what they're worth. But the lady was asking $5 each. Well, she was asking $5 on this. I ended up getting it for $4. It was worth good money. My quick research at her yard sale showed that it should go for about $39.95. Later last night, when I was actually posting it, I saw that they were anywhere from $30 up to like even $45. Some of them were going higher than that. And I realized the ones going for the high price, which is obvious now, were totally complete and in really excellent condition. So they had all the booklets, the disc was in great shape. I thought mine was complete, but it's not. When I compared it to other pictures, there's like 2 pieces of paperwork I was missing, and the disc was kind of scratched up. So I was like, you know what, it's still gonna be good money. I'm just gonna go on the low end and try to turn and burn it pretty quick. So I paid I listed it for $29.95 plus shipping, and it sold. And they also paid $3.75 shipping, so it's a total of $33.70. So that's a great price. I was considering going $34.95 with free shipping. It probably would have sold. I wasn't going to do the $38.95 or $39 because that's where like the perfect ones were. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully it works out for them. If not, I'll accept a return, and that shouldn't be too big a deal. Okay, the last sale here is really awesome. Okay, I was excited when I found it this weekend. It was, I think, the last thing I bought at a garage sale. My wife actually texted me when I was on my way there. And when I showed up, I looked at my text and she's like, hey, are you coming home? I'd like some lunch. I was thinking, okay, she really wants me to come home, but I'm just now hitting up this last neighborhood yard sale. And when I went up to this garage sale, they were already putting stuff away. They were putting it in boxes and carrying it away. And they said, you looking for anything in particular? I was like, no, you know, just seeing what all is out here today. Oh, okay, well, we're kind of putting stuff away, so we might make you a pretty good deal. And, you know, everything's negotiable and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm walking around and they're like outdoorsy people. They had really nice stuff. I don't know enough about it, but one thing I do know is that this particular kind of item has good value. And they were only asking $2, all right, and it is this, I guess it's upside down, the Garmin GPS 12. This is pretty old school. It's 1998, I think, so this thing is 20 years old, all right? Handheld GPS. Nowadays, I mean, people use their phones, but when people go hiking or geocaching or even hunting and possibly fishing, they use these, okay? And I guess it's, I don't know if it's more reliable than a phone, or I'm not sure what the deal is, but they have good value. They were only asking $2. I didn't want to negotiate. I mean, what, am I going to get $1 on it? I mean, who cares? It's $2. It's a really good flip. When I looked them up, they were selling for about $89.95 with shipping, or about $99.95 with free shipping. So I knew it was going to be a great flip. So I brought it home. I was excited about this one. Finally got pictures of it yesterday afternoon. I listed it last night right before bed. When I woke up, it had sold. I listed it at $109.95 or best offer plus shipping, okay? And the reason I did that is because I saw that some of them that were perfect, that had the box, they were going for, what was it now, $130, something like that. And then there was others selling. There was one that looked just like mine, had the same piece of paper, the little user quick start guide, and the actual unit itself that went for like $29.95 with shipping. Then there's others that went for $69.95. Then there's others $89.95. Then there was 2 of them that both sold recently for $100 plus shipping. So I decided to do $109.95 or best offer. My best offer was set at $100 plus shipping. Well, I wake up and get a best offer of $100, so I accepted it immediately. Okay, so I turned $2 into $100. They are also paying $3.75 shipping. So in total, it went for $103.75. That is a great, great flip. I will definitely keep my eye out for these. This is the only one ever seen out there so far. But man, that was a quick flip. And actually, I knew it was going to go quick after I listed it, because I listed this one and then I moved on to the video game here right before I went to bed. And as I was listing this one, I got a message on eBay, and this was like 11:30, maybe midnight. You know, it was really late at night. I get this message, and this guy is in Sri Lanka, and he says that fishermen use these, and they're poor, and he wanted to know if I could accept a $50 offer on it. So I was like, is it really just going to go for $50? Well, let me sleep on it, okay? So anyway, I wake up and I get this offer for basically what I want, you know, at least $100. So I decided to go ahead and take that. But when that guy mentioned that fishermen use it, I went to my listing and I changed it to add, for the keywords on the title, I added geocaching and hunting and fishing. And I think that's what got it to sell quickly. Someone out there was looking probably for those kind of keywords on eBay, trying to, you know, come up with tools and supplies they could use to help them in their new hobby or whatever. And they found one of these. So that was really, really cool. So I'm going to send these out. And then, I mean, hey, if any other sales happen today, I'll throw them in the video. Tomorrow's going to be Friday. There's already a bunch of garage sales popping up, so that'll have to be its own video. And I am going to get back to work. I have a ton of stuff. This room is an absolute wreck. There's barely room for the camera to stand there. barely room for my little backdrop for pictures, and everything else is covered in boxes. So it's getting a little crazy. And that's why I'm kind of dropping prices and accepting lower offers and things like that, because it needs to just get moving. You know, I'm not in the business to warehouse this stuff. I'm in the business to sell it. So anyway, pretty good night last night. All right, so as I was printing out labels, I had another sale. It was actually a best offer situation, and it's for this right here, this DeMarini bag. It's like a baseball or softball type bag with the zipper pocket in the bottom. You can put in your shoes, and it's got clips on there. You can hook your glove to it, or your baseball bat or whatever, and throw extra stuff in there. It's got a little thing here. You can pop out headphones. Just a pretty cool little bag set up for baseball. And I don't think they make this color and design scheme anymore, but it's still almost new. There's one little tiny scratch in the red graphic here, and then this white piping has 2 scuffs on it. If those little 3 spots were on this, you would think it was brand new without tags. It is in excellent condition. I got it at a garage sale for $250, and I knew it was going to be a pretty good sale because brand new these things are like 50 something dollars. I think almost 60, somewhere around there. Pretty expensive bag. And anyway, kind of like the boots, I was experimenting with the price and free shipping options and trying to figure out what would get it to move. And I finally settled on $47.95 or best offer and free shipping. And a few minutes ago, I got an offer for $42, so I decided to go ahead and take it. It'll still be a really good flip. Now, I don't know what shipping is going to cost. It depends how far it goes. It could be a little pricey, or it could be all right. The last one I sold, because the same day I bought another, at the same sale, another DeMarini bag. It was not in as good a condition. I ended up doing free shipping on it as part of the deal, and it went pretty far away. I think it went to California, and it was like $11 to ship, $13. It was way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So this one I don't know, but at $42, and I only paid $250 for it, no matter what, it's going to be a great sale. So I think that's part of the deal on eBay. You just got to figure out what works for you. When I very first started, everything was free shipping. It was either priority or first class or sometimes medium mail. I didn't mess with any other options. I did, and like I said, all free shipping. I put best offers and everything, and I priced them just kind of mid-range. Well, lately I've been trying to get higher range on pricing, and just, you know, you buy it at this price or nothing, you know, no best offers, and I've been adding shipping. And I think that people really want to feel like they get a good deal. So I think doing a best offer really helps the sale. It just make it a price you're comfortable with. Okay, so you could also price it a little higher than you think it's going to go, and your best offer a little less than what you want, and you probably get somewhere in between there. So this one, I had $47.95 as the price. I put my low at, I think, $42, about a $5, $6 difference. On something like this, that's what I'll do. On something a little bigger that might sell for, let's say, a pair of boots that will go for maybe $100, $120, I might put a $10 or $15 difference. I might put them at $120 or best offer, and my best offer is like maybe $100 or $105. If it's something really expensive, like those Ninja Turtles, when I sold them a while back, I was at first trying to sell them for like $300, and my best offer was way down at like $225. Like I had a huge gap because I only had $15 in them, so whatever I got, I was going to take. So it just kind of depends, you know, what you're comfortable with. Okay, now also on those boots I just showed you, the shipping was way better than I thought. Just guessing, I thought it was going to be about $10 to $15 to ship. They were only $8.43 to ship. So when it's all said and done, I'm going to make about $37, maybe $38 profit, somewhere around there. So that's pretty good. So I think part of the trick with eBay, you just got to learn what works. I think when people feel like they get a good deal, for example, on this bag, let's say on average they sell for $30 plus $10 shipping. If you put it at that, and someone, you know, people out there will still buy it, but it's kind of like, okay, it's $30 and I have to pay $10 shipping. Okay, it's, you know, whatever. But if you price it $39.95 free shipping, it's like a psychology thing, just thinking, oh yeah, no shipping, you know, even though it's exactly the same price, or I mean a nickel difference, whatever. But you know, it's, even though they're paying basically the same price, it feels like they're getting a good deal. And then, like I said, if you add that best offer, that really helps. Now, one thing I have not done yet is open up eBay store where you can run sales and all that. That's another trick people seem to be doing. That it's kind of the same type of mindset for the buyer, is you just price things higher and then you put them on sale, and that sale price is basically what they normally go for anyway. So you put it at, you know, let's say it's a 15% off sale. It feels like you're getting a good deal. Every retail store does this, okay? That's what they all do. So it's just kind of a cool thing. It seems to really be working. So now that I've been messing with prices, sometimes adding free shipping, bringing back the best offers, it seems like things are moving a little quicker again. So I think I'm going to start doing that in a lot more of my items. I mean, I don't want to show how much stuff I have sitting in here. It's a little embarrassing, but man, this room is just packed with stuff. So I really got to get it moving. And I got to get this to the post office too. So anyway, let me get back to work. Alright, so I finally got someone interested in this dresser. I have had this thing for a long time. I knew it was going to take just the right person to buy it because I kind of went a little crazy with the design, but this took a lot longer than I thought. I think I've had it for sale for like 5 or 6 weeks now, and I bought it probably 7 or 8 weeks ago, so I've had this thing for a long time. I got it at a garage sale. It was only $5. It was white. I was going to flip it as is. I thought it was going to sell for like 50, 55 bucks. It didn't happen, so I decided to redo it. Of course, now recently I've learned that people really are only willing to pay probably $30, $35, maybe $40 on a dresser, $45 on the right one. So I probably could have flipped this one for like 30, 35 bucks, but at the time I didn't realize that. So I redid it, got a cool video out of it for the DIY Dork channel. I thought it turned out really awesome, but you know, it's got to be, you know, whoever buys it has to have a certain kind of taste for something like this. So anyway, I'm only asking $75. It's not even going to be a huge sale. I mean, I guess it's not bad when you think of it as, you know, I only got it for $5 and I have like $3 worth of paint on it. But I don't know, for the amount of effort and thought and you know, just spending some of my time to redo it instead of just flipping it, $75 is a little bit disappointing. But oh well, hopefully the lady will come and buy it and be really happy with it, and then I can just move on to other furniture. Alright, so the lady did buy that dresser last night. She really liked it. She paid $75, so that was okay. I mean, I only paid $5 for it. And then if I could have flipped it as is locally when it was still white, I probably would have only really got like 30 or 35. So by me spending like an evening redoing that thing, I like doubled what I could get out of it. So I guess it's okay. It's not great though. If I was going to be just redoing furniture like that, it's not worth it. But, you know, every once in a while something like that is okay. So oh well, not too bad. Okay, so anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. It's actually Friday right now. I'm kind of in the middle of garage selling. I filled up the van, I had to bring it home, and I'm going to start a new video for all that. So anyway, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, and then go ahead and subscribe, and then hit that little bell icon up top to keep up with more of these videos. So thanks for checking it out.